from Jersey.
And everyone's like, all right, you didn't need to mention that. You know, it's not relevant to the scene.
I
We'll
thought
keep
you
it
were
in.
robbing banks or something. Is this?
I'm from Jersey.
Hi everybody, it's us. It's the Bad Take Delete show.
I'm Ryan, and the guy over here on the right of me, never the left, by the way, the right of me is our good friend JJ.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, how have you been this week?
I've been cold.
Oh, why?
It's very chilly. Well, unlike you, who lives fucking down south, I live up north, and this shit's freezing some days. Some days it's tropical, some days it's not. I think the world's ending. I don't know. Who knows?
I guess it's topical because the movie we're about to talk about, Merry Little Batman, takes place in basically New York, basically the north, I guess.
It's like an amalgamation of every city that the U.S. tries not to acknowledge.
Is Gotham more of New Jersey and Metropolis more of New York?
It looks like New York, but like the crime and evil clowns, that's from Jersey.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Like all the filthy aspects of it, yeah, all the terrible, evil, disgusting aspects of it are from Jersey.
They specifically noted in the Joker's backstory that he was born in Jersey, and that's why he hates it.
Fanboy fucking screams,
I'm from Jersey.
And everyone's like, all right, you didn't need to mention that. You know, it's not relevant to the scene.
I thought you were robbing banks or something. Is this?
I'm from Jersey.
He just kept saying it.
And I'm from Gotham. Are we just announcing who we are now?
I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the whole thing went. It went on for a while.
Yeah, 10 whole minutes of the Bruce Timm animated series. Waste of time,
but
one would say.
Let's talk about some of the other scenes that we liked from that movie.
Yeah, so Merry Little Batman was that film that was originally canceled, but then Amazon Prime said, we'll buy that, and they did.
Which is wait, what's the story? They bought it from who?
So
Warner Brothers?
Yeah, Warner Brothers was like, we're gonna do a bunch of foreclosing and bankruptcy shits, and this was originally gonna be a movie that they're gonna scrap forever and never be seen again. Even though it was fucking finished.
That's actually fucking nuts, because this movie was pretty good. I mean, even just like visually, just like the effort that went into it is insane.
So Amazon Prime accepted it, and a TV series based on the film titled Bat Family's in development.
Really? Wait, based on that?
Based on that.
That's cool. I'm actually excited for that. I want to say now, by the way, for those of you who have listened in before when we discussed the potential of us talking about this, I was a big stick in the mud.
Yeah.
I really regret being so hard on it because, like, watching it...
Your heart grew 3 sizes.
It's good.
Like the Grinch.
It's good. I can't say anything about it. It's good. I was wrong.
A little clarifications before we get into this, because I read up on some of the lore.
Yeah.
So Batman is 50, like it is in the 50s. The Joker is 69. Can you guess how old Alfred is in this? Can you guess?
80?
He's 100.
What?
Alfred's 100.
Really?
Yeah. I read that. I was like, you can't make him 70 or something? Why does he have to be so old? Why?
I mean, I'll be honest, when I started seeing everyone else looking old as shit, and I started thinking about it, Alfred's probably kept alive by like cybernetics or evil totems or something like that. There's no reason he should be around.
Yeah, they do have that. Isn't that a Lazarus pit or something that they have in the Batman universe, but you go crazy if you get respawned in there?
Yeah, I guess they threw Alfred in that and didn't have any effect on him because he's already a psychopath.
So in this, Batman has a kid named Damian, and you're a bat head, a baddie. Do you want to go and see who Damian is? Relative, like, which Robin is he? Actually, that's
well, Damian is like the most recent Robin. He is the son of Bruce and Talia al Ghul, who's the daughter, ironically, of the person who is most associated with the Lazarus Pit.
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul, depending on how you want to pronounce it. If you want to pronounce it like an asshole, there's other ways, but Ra's al Ghul is the cool way to do it. It's a very complicated story with him, but Bruce wasn't entirely aware of his existence until he was already like 8.
Yeah.
And Damian in the comics started off as a psychopath son of a bitch that just killed people with swords.
Yeah, just like in the Young Justice series.
Yeah. And then he warmed up and now he's all like, you know, cutesy dootsy. Now he's going through a phase where Batman told him that Alfred's dead because of him.
As you do.
You know, yeah, they cut that scene from the movie, but you know, it's just a normal family.
In this movie, Batman seemingly meets him as meets him as a kid, like a baby, or whatever. And he talks about the day that I knew that you were gonna be born, I wanted to clean up this whole town, and he does. 90 days free of crime.
It's insane.
It's insane. It's amazing. It's like great premise. Well, why didn't he do that before? Why did he could have done this the whole time? Surely the mayor was like, thanks, Batman. Could have done this anytime. Anytime.
Were you just capable of this entire time? My daughter's dead.
She was crippled first. Now she's dead. In that order.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, asshole. I mean, all right. Thanks.
Goodbye. And then Batman never shows up again.
Nope, just gone.
I mean, that is canonical. Like, they literally don't answer the bat signal. Well, they don't put out the bat signal because there's no crime. And so there is crime. And they make reference, I always like this in DC films, where it's like, all right, so which characters are going to show up? What references are they going to make? They said Clark Kent. They said the Wonder Twins. That was a surprise to hear.
I like that one a lot.
I remember the joke was like, I hope they shapeshift into mature adults and figure out their problems.
Yeah, Wonder Twin powers activate.
And so his son Damian Thomas Wayne, named after his father, Mr. Wayne, wants to be Batman. He wants to be a Batman. Now, I didn't know if they're going to do the thing where he learns he was Batman over time, but no, he just knows his dad's Batman immediately.
I mean, how do you hide it?
Carefully.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that.
And so he's like, Damian, you're 8 years old now, canonically, and I'm going to give you your first utility belt. Actually, it was my old utility belt. And the kid's like, yay, I get to, oh, you're coddling me. That's a bat first aid kit.
You got foam batarangs, all this goofy shit. There's a fucking life alert button.
He's like, please save my baby boy. Somebody save him. Somebody save him. But Batman has to leave to Nova Scotia. Isn't that in Canada?
Maybe.
Anyway, so he has to go check out some anomaly because Batman needs to leave. And so Alfred and Damian is alone. What happens next?
Then, well, Batman tries to leave, and Damian wants to join with him. And Batman's like, fuck you. You can't get off. Get on my bag. And then he takes his belt away and gives it to Alfred. He's like, don't give this fucker his belt. And then Alfred leaves, and then Damian immediately gets his belt. And then he starts having a montage
where he does belt things, and then the Joker's very British soldiers or whatever are like, we're gonna rob every mansion in this place. Yippee!
Yippee!
So it's like, I guess crime isn't done yet.
Dun dun dun.
And so they fight the Bat Kid, and they announce, they get their ass handed to them, and they take away the Bat Belt and everything. And a key thing I forgot to mention is, you remember what the cat's name is?
Yeah, it's Selena.
Selena.
It's a little reference for all the comic book heads. Only we would notice that. Only we caught that.
Yeah, they just sly like, hey, Selena the Catwoman cat.
They mentioned, they threw it in your face like at least 12 times. Like, this is the cat from Catwoman.
The exact cat is just a live-action green screen from the old 1980 movie. The actual cat.
The actual cat.
And an interesting thing that I saw within this movie is that it takes place in modern times, the use of cell phones, but it wasn't egregious. It just had the henchmen recording things like, is it a crime to want to record our crimes?
Yeah, it wasn't very in your face. I thought it was very cute. Besides the phones, it could be like any time period.
And they just showed it to the Joker going like, hey, look at this kid. And the Joker's like, this kid can make some destruction. I love him. Do more of it. That's Batman's kid. And they came out from Batman's home.
Yeah, he doesn't connect the dots. It's like, oh, this, like, even at the end when he realizes it's officially Batman's son, he doesn't like connect the dots. It's like, all right, wait, Wayne, okay, never mind. I know where you guys are. I know what you are.
Or maybe he knows, but doesn't want to like bring attention to it because that ruins the fun,
Yeah, I guess that's something you could do. I guess. All right, Ryan.
Yeah.
All right, you got me. You got me good.
I got you. I fucking got you.
Just had to prove me wrong.
They did that in the Harley Quinn show, where he got mad that he found out who Bruce Wayne was.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He wanted a car or some shit.
And so the Joker just sits and waits and taunts him. He's like, do you want your little thing back? And so Damian goes into the Bat Cave, which is the furthest Bat Cave away from Wayne Manor. Like, he crosses mountains or whatever. He crosses everything, takes an elevator, and he gets a Bat Dad AI suit. And they make references to the old movies, like the 1980s one, or 1990s one, the Joel Schumacher, which I think of those.
There's a lot of references to that movie in the 90s movies in this. Like, even like Mr. Freeze, who we meet later, is like just obviously, it's just Arnold. It's just Batman from Batman. It's just Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin.
And to note on the character designs, they did a very good job at not only exaggerating them, but also animating them very fluently, giving them a lot more feel than I thought they would.
Yeah, no, I love that, like, not to harp on Mr. Freeze again, but like the way they designed him, they clearly made him look like he like cartoonishly is retired. Like, he had the Hawaiian shirt, the string hat. Like, it was cute. I really liked it. All the designs for everyone was really nice.
Even Bane had like the varicose veins and like glasses, like reading glasses on.
Yeah, and he had like the face thing. I thought it was a mustache at first, but. And
so Damian gets the Bat Dead AI while Batman fights Mr. Freeze out in Nova Scotia. And basically Damian fucking wrecks the town. Not on purpose, because he's just a little kid. He's just a little kid. What are you gonna do?
He's a little dumbass.
And he essentially ruins Christmas, and all of the town fucking hates him. They ruined
Fuck that guy.
Much like Davy Stone in 8 Crazy Nights, he ruined Christmas.
Don't bring that up. Don't look at the last episode. That doesn't exist. Don't look at it.
Don't worry about that.
Don't.
And so over time, Damian learns that, wait, my dad loves me? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because the Bat AI is like, my dad created me so you wouldn't be lonely, because he was lonely for he had no parents. And Damien's
Yeah,
like,
he looked at a bunch of penguins in the zoo, and he's like, "Oh, my familial bond with my father. Now it all makes sense because there's penguin."
Yeah, he looked at like some monkeys, and when I was watching this with some friends, my friend said, "This is some weird looking monkeys."
It reminded me of that fucking comic clip of the Joker looking at the ape, and he looks back at him.
Maybe that was a
His
reference
big
to
ol'
that.
eyes. It could have been.
Hopefully that was a reference. And so he tries to get the utility belt again, and he gets bamboozled by the penguin,
Dun dun dun.
who's in like one of those rascal scooters. Roll-school scooters, are they called?
Yeah, he's just one of those old people scooters you see in the fucking like supermarket going around bumping into people.
And so they're still all trying to fight, and he ruins it even harder. He ruins Christmas even more. And it actually shows a very nice sequence, in black and white. That was really scary.
That's great. No, I love that scene a lot. The music too. It's like a slowed down version of Jingle Bells.
Because who was trying to go after Damien? Could it be literally any of the villains that we saw before?
Turns out to be Hush.
He just murders the kid straight up. That would be
Turns out
one
to be Dr.
twist
Pig.
if Hush actually showed, because he did take down the Riddler.
I would have loved it if he was just like some really fucked up villain, like Zaz, John Zaz, or whatever the fuck his name is, the guy that just like cuts himself every time he kills a guy.
But that doesn't happen. It's actually Alfred, because Alfred is going out to get some
Yay.
marshmallows.
And then Alfred cuts him up.
Yeah, Alfred says, Master Wayne shouldn't be out here, and stabs him 100 times.
Alfred puts his fucking Crypt Keeper hand on Damien's face and starts extracting the years from him, drains them like a fucking grape.
I'm actually 200.
How do you think I've lived this long? And then Damien just goes, "Oh."
You're the third Robin to do this.
This bit rules. This bit's awesome. This happens in the film.
This happens in the film. We can show it on screen.
This happens in the film. Look it up.
Yeah, look it up. If they cut it out, that means they censored it like pussies.
Fucking losers.
Another thing that we must mention is this is fucking an hour and 30 minutes long.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I saw it recently because
Yeah.
I was busy. And I sat down, like, I'll just watch it and, like, bump it out in, like, 30, 40 minutes. It's an hour and a half.
It's longer than 8 Crazy Nights.
What the fuck? It's longer than most Christmas movies.
And they really put it to good use. They really pad out the time. Well, pad out the time usually is, like, a bad phrase. They effectively use their time wisely to create an emotional bond between Damien, Bruce, and Alfred.
No, yeah, it's very good. Like, there's no time. I really don't have that many criticisms for the film. But, like, an hour fucking... Dude, like, Jesus Christ. It's an investment.
And so while they're doing all of the here's and there's, the Joker has, like, a nice little thing going like, well, I missed hanging out with my friends, so we wanted to do, like, one last bad thing. And that's why everyone's all so old, but they're still wanting to do stuff, because the Joker's a funny guy, you know? He's cool.
Yeah, he realizes it's not the crime itself that made him happy. It was doing it with all his friends.
And the most important thing that happened, which was, like, impressive to me, he steals every single present from Gotham. How? Oh my god. You can just do that the whole time?
Well, actually, on the Wikipedia, that's canonically one of his powers.
He can just steal presents from any town he wants to.
No, it's Gotham specifically.
Oh, Gotham.
It doesn't show up in the comics that often, but yeah, he can steal every present in Gotham.
Oh, yeah.
It's not very effective unless it's like Christmas or something. But like he's done it before. It's not like a surprise to me. When I saw it, I'm like,
There was this
classic.
funny bit about Commissioner Gordon, or Bruce is like, what? Why would you call Commissioner Gordon? He always dumps it on me.
Which is very true.
And then later, Commissioner Gordon dumps it on him.
I will say right now, by the way, as
Yeah.
the film goes and like Christmas is ruined and all the like everyone's just in dismay, Hanukkah heads are winning. Right? This
Yeah.
is a Hanukkah movie. If they ended it right there, Hanukkah movie.
Yeah, because the Joker only wanted to stop Christmas. He said, you know what, Hanukkah, every other holiday, you're safe. You're fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
Hanukkah and Kwanzaa heads in the chat. Rise up.
Rise-
This is your fucking film. Just stop the movie there, and you're good.
Or remember, Hanukkah changes each year, so maybe Hanukkah already happened, and maybe the Joker's like, I missed stealing Hanukkah. Guess I gotta just do Christmas.
That would be interesting. I would watch that.
The Joker steals Hanukkah. That's 8
it's
nights. That's a lot of gifts to steal.
Sounds like a crazy time. Don't watch the video. This was a joke. Don't watch it. Hey, crazy, don't watch it.
And so Damien, throughout this whole time, is like, I want the Bat Belt. This makes me the hero because I can prove to my dad that this is me. Yippee. But he learns the thing doesn't make you the hero. Doing hero things and making sacrifices make the hero. So he throws away the belt.
And then he's immediately rewarded with a better belt, which proves that it does make you a better hero.
It does. Because Batman gives him a one with actual, like, knives and guns.
Yeah, Batman breaks in, fucking starts beating up the bad guys, but won't let Damien help him until Damien's like, listen, I'm not just a kid, I'm your kid. And Batman's like, oh, okay, that's true. Here's a belt with every weapon ever.
Yeah, because over this whole thing, it's like about him coddling his son, who he knew about his dad being Batman for like 8 years or whatever, maybe 6. I don't know how cognizant he was in his early years. So it's like, obviously your kid's gonna be cool, you know, pretty cool.
Or pretty fucked up.
Pretty fucked up.
Which goes hand in hand.
And as I was joking with my friends watching this movie, Damien does not have the gun kill rule, so he can do that because they kill most of these enemies. Like they fall into a vat of like peppermint acid, and I think only the Joker survives.
Mr. Freeze is dead.
Yeah, he's dead. We heard
Mr. Freeze is like canonically gone. We hear him. We hear every bone break.
Every bone break, the glass breaking, so it freezes inside. Does it freeze him if the glass breaks? Or what happens to him?
I think he just dies. Like he just like the oxygen just like kills him.
God damn. And so at the very end, they retrieve all the presents and give it back to the townspeople. Just somehow they just give them all to the other people. And they have a nice brunch at Denny's canonically with Joker, because the Joker's like, I don't want to spend Christmas alone. And Damien's like, come on. And Batman's like, he literally hit me on the head with a fucking mallet.
It's great. Overall, man, the movie's for bat heads, such as I, you know, the exclusive group of people that know Batman. Pretty good.
Yeah.
The film, I'm realizing now, the film is really just like a fucking melting pot of all these other Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Because you got Home Alone, you've got fucking
The Grinch.
Christmas Story when he meets Santa Bane or whatever. You've got fucking The Grinch, especially like the way they return the presents and seal all that shit. The Jersey scene, it's a reference to Jersey.
Yeah, how Jersey
Because he's
ruined
from
Christmas.
Jersey. Well, Jersey, you know, Jersey's just what it's what it is.
You know what we gotta do?
What?
We gotta read some IMDb shit. You ready for some
Do we
trivia?
have to?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we're not gonna talk about this movie ever again, so let's read some trivia. You ready for this?
True.
This is the first DC animated production not released by Warner Brothers, where the film is distributed by Metro Goldwyn Mayer. That was fucking weird to see at the start.
Thanks, Metro.
Can't believe it. When Damien is trying to guess his present from Bruce, he suggests Bat Ice Skates, but Bat Ice Skates were used in Batman and Robin.
What?
And we got
They're using the comics too.
Catwoman originally had a role in the film, but she was written out because there were too many characters already. So the cat was written to the film as a nod to the character. You see, real Batheads know.
It's an hour 30. I'm fine with that.
So I'm gonna read this to you because this will be the last trivia thing. I think you'll get this reference.
Okay.
Comic art. The filmmakers cite the work of comic artists Ronald Searle, Bill Watterson, and Christopher Blaine as an influence of the film's artwork. Do you know any of those guys? Any of those guys? Do you know any of them?
I know Ronald.
Yeah.
I know Chris. I think Ronald is definitely the most.
Yeah.
I think that's the most likely. To be fair, just looking up some of his art now, it's 1-to-1.
Yo, put on screen. Boom! Look at that.
That's pretty noticeable. Especially the noses. Especially Alfred straight up is like Ronald Searle. The design, it's identical. You can tell in the noses.
Yeah, a lot of the character designs were. We talked about this in a previous video or whatever. I find it very interesting how wacky these character designs are. Like you usually see it for like comics, like one-shots or something, but like, oh, goofy. Like the scene where Batman says, I broke all my ribs, and he shows his ribs as fucking disgusting and gnarly.
Yeah, I love that. This felt like something you wouldn't expect from like an official movie release or something. It'd be like a bit or a Cartoon Network bumper.
But I got some questions. We got some questions, got some statements. You ready for these?
All right.
Daniel Santiago. They're nice. Love Batman and Christmas. Same.
I love that comment. Thank you.
Love it.
They're nice.
Christian,
love Batman and Christmas.
Christian Hornbill's Conscience. You know what? Best movie ever. Joker, Damien, Alfred, all great, but the Batbeard stole the show.
I don't know if it's I mean,
ever?
The Godfather. There's
Ever
the
made?
Godfather. There's
second place.
Gone with the
Second
Wind.
place. Third place compared to this.
It's up. You know, I think top 5 movies of all time. Definitely. The Godfather.
I remember. There's this one goddamn Twitter post where it's like, guy who's only seen 10 movies, Ghost Rider is the best movie ever made. Guy who's watched 1,000 movies, Ghost Rider is the best movie ever made.
Yeah. This guy gets it.
Lonely Homegirl. Me and my friend was watching the new Batman Christmas thing for a little bit as we got bored. For some reason, the only thing I remember is that Batman mentioned a therapist. Now every villain just kind of goes down without a fight at all. Was a silly but fun thing overall, I think.
I'd probably finish the film.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust reviews that are like, I couldn't sit through this thing, so I'm gonna review it based on this. I'll talk about pacing for something I haven't finished yet.
I'll say that like you can criticize it saying that it didn't grab you at first. That's a criticism.
Yeah.
You know, that you couldn't make it through the first few minutes, but then you can't really say the film as a whole is anything. You can just
Yeah.
Just make that criticism.
And we got one more, and this is for
Alright.
the Discord. If you want us to answer your
Hey.
questions, you can either go to the Discord link below or the top comment,
Yeah,
or
check
just
it
go to the
out.
community post. Retro Toon Lover 97. That is like the name for people who watch our videos. Retro Toon Lover
That's
97.
the best one right there.
Hi, I'm a newcomer. I bumped into your video talking about 8 Crazy Nights, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed your content
Great.
on the channel, and I want to know how you guys started with the channel. How did we start? Do you remember?
I think we put it into a Dolly prompt, and they pulled up like the visuals for a show, and we just thought we'd go with it.
Yeah, this is all AI, even our voices, even the script, even Batman the movie. That's fake.
None of this is real.
This is real. Should we tell them the actual
Dead
story?
internet, dead internet theory. Yeah, go
The
for
actual
it.
story. Okay, so I used to be on a podcast that exploded. That's just what happened. And
Everyone died.
Everyone died, including me. I'm actually a ghost.
It
And
was a
so
fireball. Yeah.
I was like, hey, JJ, I want to create something
Hi.
fun.
Okay.
And so incorporating the ideas that I couldn't in the last one, like having drawn thumbnails, having a rig, like this rig, we made this new show. So I think of it as a blessing in disguise, so we can really flex our creativity with this. Like, you have a beard now.
Yeah.
Look at that beard. Look at it. He has a beard.
It's so nice. It's so clean.
And you know what?
Yeah.
We might have a third member
Yup.
eventually. Eventually.
You'll
Third.
never know who's
Who
contending.
could it be? Maybe it's you, the viewer. No.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm telling you. Nope, it's not you.
It's not you.
You specifically, not you.
Yeah.
You think I'm talking about the other people watching this video? Like this is a blanket statement, but I'm talking about you watching this right now. Put down your
Yeah.
fucking food. Don't eat while you come on.
Don't eat.
Respect this.
Put down your food,
Put
wipe
the
your
food
face, drink some water.
I know you're eating right now watching this, and now you're still holding it right now because you're unsure.
You should make sure you give a
I'm
like.
talking to you.
Since you're done eating right now, just give a like. and
Yeah,
subscribe.
Jesus, come on, Chubbs.
But that was Merry Little Batman.
Yeah,
I had fun with it. I'd
Me
recommend
too.
people watching it.
I would. I'm probably gonna watch it again. This movie taught me not to be such a dick. If I see a movie that looks unappealing, at least give it a view.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you'll find the Christmas spirit is in everything.
Oh yeah, we should probably
Unless
give
you don't
this
celebrate it.
a Christmas feeling rating. So it's more Christmas than Christianity. So if you're expecting a Jesus, don't. But if you're expecting
No.
Christmas cheer, very much so.
Yeah.
But Santa does not show up as an actual person, so we do not know if he's canonical as a real guy.
Not yet, but there's always the TV show.
Wasn't there a comic where like Batman knew that Santa Claus is real and Superman's like, you didn't tell me? You didn't tell me?
Yeah, he
you-
gets upset.
How-
That was recent, actually.
How would Batman know Santa?
Obviously, he keeps tabs on everyone in Gotham. You think he wouldn't notice if some guy was sliding in and out of chimneys? Think about it, dude.
Yeah.
Just think about it a little
About-
bit.
You know what I gotta think about?
Yeah, what?
Saying goodbye to everyone because it's the end of the episode.
This is it.
Thank you for
Thanks for
showing
making
up.
it this far, guys.
Well, you made it this
Have
far.
a-
Have a happy rest of the Hanukkah. I think that's still going by the time this video releases. And Christmas. If you're watching this on Christmas, go spend time with your family.
Yeah, do that.
Show them 8 Crazy Nights and Merry Little Batman in that order.
In that specific order.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.